A new year has just started, and considering what we've all been through globally with the COVID-19 outbreak, we definitely want to turn things differently now. It's time that we make new changes in our lives. We have many hopes and dreams as to how we want to live our lives. Most of us are hoping to obtain our desires or get what we want most. As much as we wanted to manifest whatever wishes we have, we need to set or organize first our goals and eradicate the obstacles that blocks us or preventing us from getting what we want. In order for us to do that, we simply need to remove all the clutters in our personal lives. Usually, the clutter starts at home. It starts with how our relationships with our family members has been. The family is the natural and fundamental group unit of society. In other words, a family defines us. Our first relationships were our family relationships. It's a significant part of who we are to the core because our past is an integral part of how we view ourselves and the world. Families can simultaneously be the ones to cause you distress. Unconditional is the key ingredient in a healthy relationship, one of acceptance and expression, the ability to agree to disagree at times, and mutual respect without having to change or control each other. There's nothing like family. The people we're related to by blood and marriage are expected to be our closest allies, our greatest sources of love and support. Too often, however, our interactions with family are filled with misunderstanding and resentment, bickering and badgering. Those we should know and be known by best end up feeling like adversaries or strangers. In this video, we will be talking about one of the clutters in life that we need to fix in order to manifest good achievements in life, and that is family conflicts and how to deal with family problems. So guys, if you are new to my channel, please click first the subscribe button below and tap on the notification bell icon so you will be updated on our next videos. Continue watching this video up until the end to gain insights about how to live life free of its clutters. Everyone has family conflict. Occasional tension or arguments are a normal part of family life. Whether it's with your parents or siblings, there are things you can do to stop conflict from getting worse. There are different ways of dealing with family conflict. Here are some things you can do. Even if they just give you some time to think about what to do next, that's a start. Number 1. Remember the old adage. You've already heard about the old adage or the saying that goes, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. You can choose whichever friends you like, and if a friend wrongs you, then you can think about whether they're healthy for you and remove them from your life if you decide they're not. However, you can't choose your family. Just because you swear them off doesn't mean they're not related to you. You will still share a bond stronger than anything else, blood. This means that you do have to deal with their faults just like they have to deal with yours. But if family is important to you, then this is something you'll remember no matter how deep the rift is. Number 2. Letting go of your pride. Pride can take many forms. Sometimes we think, I'm not going to call them first because they should call me first. Or, I would never have done that to them, so I'm not going to bother anymore. Or maybe your family member has tried to contact you, but you've ignored them completely. Pride is important sometimes so that you don't get the doormat treatment, but there's such a thing as too much. If you want to make things better, you have to let go of that. In addition, no one wins in a family disagreement. The only winner is a settled feud. Putting pride aside to come to agree requires compromise of both parties usually. The happiest relationships are the ones that are built on trust and compromise. Number 3. Make your aim to reconcile, not to win. You might think you want to resolve the issue, but really you want your family member to come to you and apologize. Or if you were the one to wrong them, just forget the issue without a discussion. This means your objective isn't to make things better, your objective is to win. Stop thinking of the issue as two-sided and make your main objective to reconcile and remedy the situation. This is your family, not some twisted competition. Number 4. Figure out exactly what the issue is. This sounds obvious, but sometimes, especially when the issue started years ago, it's hard to even remember what the problem was in the first place. Figure out the root of the problem and why it bothered you so much, or if you were the perpetrator, why you haven't been able to right your wrong. This will make it easier to clearly explain how you feel without getting frustrated and defensive. This also includes explaining emotions tied with the problem or issue. Usually, with an argument or disagreement, it can be difficult to come to terms after the fight ends due to hurt feelings, bruised pride, or fatigue from the emotions associated with the disagreement. Take some time to talk with everyone about the problem and emotions tied around the issue and any consequential emotions and feelings as well. The old adage of sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me is absolutely not true. Words do hurt, and it's important not to have lingering feelings after the problem or issue is long solved. Number 5. Talk to the rest of the family. Explain to other trusted family members what your intentions are. If you follow the rest of the steps and change your perspective on the situation, let them know. Tell them that your only goal is to make things better. This is especially important if your family can be gossipy and tends to take sides. If you communicate your intentions genuinely, this may help them stop from being a bit vindictive and make them adopt your peaceful goal as well. Number 6. Don't invite them to the discussion. It can be tempting to bring the entire family into it to have some backup, but it's best to just face this on your own. Make sure the family member you've been feuding with does the same. When the rest of the family is present, it's easy for the discussion to become two-sided, and it's likely to just make matters worse and create more issues. This also includes what other people think of the situation or a he said, she said feud. Just because someone agrees with your side of the argument does not mean you should bring this into the disagreement. All that matters in the end is that everyone is at peace with each other. Number 7. Be honest but respectful. Explain exactly how you feel, why you're upset, and how the situation made you feel. However, be very conscious of your tone and make sure not to sound accusatory. After all, even if your family member started it, you likely did some things wrong as well. Try acknowledging their feelings at the same time. I understand that you were hurt by my comment and I should never have said something like that, but it hurt me when you talked so badly of me to Aunt Sue instead of telling me. No matter how defensive the other person gets, stay calm and remember your goal, to reconcile. Make this clear to the other person and tell them that you love them and want to move past this. Number 8. Prevent. What can you do to prevent this from happening in the future? If you had communicated well, you made it clear what upset you, so hopefully this won't happen again. But remember that your family members are human. Remember what their faults are, but don't hold them against them. Just know they're a part of their character. And remember what upset them so you can avoid it in the future. The takeaway. Family issues can be devastating and it can be hard to know how to deal with them at the time, so it can be tempting to just not to deal with them. However, studies show that many people regret taking that path when they're older. So take the high road, love your family, and live your life with no regrets. Families that can overcome issues are stronger together and able to deal with new problems that come along the way. So guys, if you've watched this video this far and still watching, it means I have inflicted something in your heart. If you like this video and had learned something out of this, please click the like button below and feel free to share some of your ideas and thoughts in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe here on my channel to keep me inspired to create more videos on AGO. Empath Goes Online. Guys, this is your best buddy Caroline Fugnon saying thank you for watching, and until my next video, bye bye!